The final speaker is Erin Hahn.
My name is Erin Hahn. I'm with the nonprofit Texas Housers, here in support of a proposed source of income protection for veterans using VASH vouchers, and in opposition to the amendments that would weaken it. Last week at PCDC and today, veterans and the people who work with them made it very clear that discrimination is a barrier, a real barrier to veterans housing in San Antonio. To water down the policy they're asking for would be to dismiss them. We shouldn't accept a system that allows a veteran to be denied housing so many times in Military City that he is forced to move out to Canyon Lake to find somewhere to lease with a voucher. Far from the VA, from services and community here. That's not housing choice, that's exclusion. A high VASH lease-up rate doesn't mean the system is working. Someone denied over and over and ultimately leasing outside the city is counted in that figure. Lease-up rates don't measure meaningful choice, whether veterans can live near care, in neighborhoods they choose, and housing that meets their needs. Over the past couple of years, veterans have reached out to Texas Housers and shared their challenges of using a voucher to obtain accessible homes in quieter neighborhoods near the VA to support PTSD and recovery. So we collected and mapped VASH address data from Opportunity Home and found more than 70% of veterans using VASH vouchers are concentrated in areas the CDC defines as having high social vulnerability, areas with higher poverty, limited transportation, fewer resources. 84% live in multifamily housing. Last week and today, we've heard concerns about burdening landlords with participation in VASH. We also heard from Opportunity Home at PCDC last week that inspections are expedited for VASH units and that they're open to working to further streamline voucher processes. And Councilwoman Castillo put forth the policy to offer financial incentives to landlords who accept vouchers. These shouldn't be either ors, they should be yes ands. It's not enough to only support veterans when it's convenient. We should be reducing program barriers, incentivizing voucher acceptance, and protecting veterans from source of income discrimination. We're opposed to the proposed amendments from PCDC. A small landlord exemption would limit access to single-family homes in higher opportunity neighborhoods, the kinds of things that veterans are seeking. And without a rental registry, it's very unclear how the city would enforce that threshold across LLCs and portfolios. Removing the fine until a third offense would make enforcement even more ambiguous. Without clear enforcement, a policy becomes a promise without meaningful follow-through. Texas law allows source of income protection specifically for veterans only, and similar policies have already been passed in cities like Denton and Fort Worth. This policy would not prohibit landlords from screening based on other things like credit and rental history, just solely preventing landlords from turning away VASH vouchers on behalf of their voucher. Anything less than a yes vote on this policy with a clear and efficient way to enforce it admits defeat to a system where someone who has served our country can be denied housing until they choose to leave it.